Okay, gang, I got the kit all hooked up to the rack. Got the Pearl Icon rack. Now, I used to have the Gibraltar rack that had just front. It didn't have the side extension, it was just the front. And that came with 2 clamps and 2 mini booms that came out of the legs in this post right here. Came with these, which fit really good. It worked really well. It was a good rack. Now on that rack you have to use memory locks for your toms because it is a round tube and it can have the tendency to slip, so you have to use memory locks on that. On this Pearl rack, it's square tube, so you don't have to worry about it. This is the old style Pearl Icon rack. As you can see, it's got the square tubes. Now I bought these separate. Both of these pieces were used. This front came with 2 side extension, came with 3 clamps. So I had enough clamps to clamp everything that I needed to. These cymbal arms came from cymbal stands. So now I just have a few empty cymbal stand bases up in the attic. No big deal. These worked perfect for this. It does not accept the small tube, so I had to put it in using the second tube. Otherwise it wouldn't clamp down. Now there is a notch on here to accept a memory lock. These cymbal stands lock in very well. I did have to put a memory lock on the splash arm because that was slipping around. Now it's pretty good. It's pretty tight with that memory lock. And then of course you always want to memory lock your toms. And if you can see, it says Pearl right here. Yeah, I made them face the right way, all of them. And I got the memory locks going this way because, you know, you want to tighten them this way. And the notch is in the back. Memory locked here. So this is a 10, 12, 14, 16 setup. And that floor tom I bought separate. I got that floor tom before I even bought this kit. There's not too many 16-inch floor toms used for sale. Not too many people are selling their floor toms. Even more rare than that is an 18. I've seen a few 18s in my life because they weren't in the same color. Now the only reason why I bought that in a different color was because I didn't really care at the time and I was just going to use it with the kit that I had, which is another Pearl export. Well, it just so happens that I came across this kit in the same color, so I bought it. I got a 18-inch China, a custom, 16, 17-inch K custom fast crashes, and a 22-inch ping ride A series. "15-inch new beats," and that snare drum right there. That is a Pearl Masters. That is a beautiful sounding snare drum. Folks, another used Guitar Center find. That snare drum right there is really amazing. Really, really sounds good. And I even worked hard to get all matching heads on here. Don't you love coated heads? I do. I love coated heads. So this is the kit, and it's sitting on top of a huge rug. I come up on this rug off of Craigslist. Somebody had to move. I got that for $60. You see how big it is? It's a 10-foot rug. I got everything all set up here. The only thing I have to do is I got to put a memory lock on that ride. This is another Gibraltar 4425 mini boom. I just need to put a memory lock on it, and this will be finished. I have this whole kit finished. I got memory locks on everything. And this drum kit really turned out well. Like I said, the 4-piece drum kit was a set. I came up on that snare drum, and then I came up on that floor tom separate. The front curved rack with the 2 legs was its own piece, separate from that side extension. That was a whole different seller. So even the rug I found used. Everything on here is used. All these cymbals I've collected used over time. And I basically just pieced together this whole kit. The floor tom went with the 4-piece silver sparkle kit. The front curved rack paired up with the side extension that I found. The side extension had 3 clamps on it, and I think the seller was selling it for $300, but it had 3 clamps on it. You don't get clamps on a side extension. You don't get a pipe adapter. That's another part that you have to buy separate. So this had 3 clamps and a pipe adapter, so it was worth the extra money. So this is it. This is the monster kit right here. The 4-piece was $400. The floor tom was $100. So I got $500 in the drums. I have another $500 into the rack, and that snare drum was $250. $1,250 plus plus the cymbals. And I'm not going to get into how much those cymbals cost. This has turned out to be an incredible kit. I can't ask for more. Like I said, I built this piece by piece, and I can't ask for more. Man, this is it. This is more than enough. This ain't gonna go anywhere. This is gonna just stay here at the studio. I'm at the studio in Inglis, Florida. We the Generation Studios. And that's it, gang. I'm signing out. Thanks for watching.